My friends call me Jeremy.
Welcome to round 37 of Eat the Buckle, the podcast that puts two horror movies in a head-to-head matchup where the loser will remain in the ring another week and we'll be forced to watch it repeatedly until we have determined the worst horror movie ever made. Might be there this week. This week's matchup, 1977's Drive-in Massacre versus, for the fourth time? Is that right?
Yeah.
2014's Bunnyman Massacre. I'm Jared, and with me, as always, are a couple of former sword swallowers from the Carney. It's Josh and Aaron. Fellas, how are you today?
Hey, we all had to do things to get through college. It was expensive.
Hey, a couple of sword swallowers over there.
There's no shaming about what we did to get by.
I swallowed some swords, sure.
Some of us gave plasma. Some of us joined the Carney and swallowed swords.
Did you ever really give plasma?
I never did give plasma. I'm like, even though I do have tattoos, I'm deathly afraid of needles. I like the thought of having to give blood or anything that involves taking fluids out of my body via needle. Not for me, man. I hate it.
Okay. Josh, did you ever try to give plasma?
I'd thought about it, but I never went. I just assumed that they would like take a sample of it and be like, this is no good.
That's fair for me as well. Yeah,
this is root plasma.
Yeah,
and you need to seek professional help.
I went one time when it was back behind the den with a friend, a co-student of mine in my old degree. We walked in and she and I sat down and had the clipboard in hand. And when we started answering the questions, and then like the lady that gave them to us was like, "Why are you here? Do you really need to be here? Are you sure this is a road you want to go down?"
Wow.
And we're sitting there filling out the paperwork. And I look at my friend and I'm like, are you feeling this still? And she looked at me and she was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." And I said, "Yes, that sounds like a good idea." we just set them back up and said, "Thanks, no thanks," and then left.
Why would she deter you from that? Doesn't it like people need that shit? It's doing a public service.
It was because there's probably a lot of people that were going to get drug money, and yeah, that's probably a roundabout way of her saying, well, like, whatever you're dependent on, you probably don't need to do this.
I'm sure in that town that was 90% of the case, but that ain't none of her fucking business. She's just there to gather plasma.
And the other thing happened too, where across town there was a drug study place, and the two of us went to that thing too one time.
I went there as well. It didn't happen for
and it was kind of like the same thing where they just said, "No. Or do you really need the money? You don't know what you're testing." Like, and I didn't realize. I appreciate their honesty and doing like the mini scared straight talk at the fourth.
Meanwhile, the toothless man behind you that's itching his neck, they're like, "Perfect.
Yeah,
come on in."
Buck Flowers behind you. Like, "Get out of my way, I need my groceries." Have you ever done a focus group? Been part of a focus group?
No.
Like for product testing?
No, but before we recorded tonight, I did do my retracted here online questionnaire about their online streaming product. I think I talked about this once before. I don't know if we talked about it on air.
I don't think so, but
this time around, it was one of those, how do you like our product? Or how do you like the service? Is it easy to use, that kind of thing? And I plowed through it. And then it said, basically, we'll give you a $5 gift card to the service. And I'm thinking, I don't remember ever giving you my address besides my email address. And I know I haven't filled out a 1099 with you guys because I would be suspect on just randomly doing that. So I was like, and it said, well, you'll see it in like a month. or 6 weeks. And I thought, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get my jabs in like I like to do on those questionnaires.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I hope some
you
intern
barbed him
actually.
a little.
What's that?
You barbed him a little.
Yeah, I hope the intern really likes
I hope the unpaid intern appreciates your input.
It's getting fed into an AI
I know
module. And this was a while. I've been part of 2 like product focus groups. One was really weird. It was when Erica and I lived in Ohio, and we were at the mall one day just walking around. There was like a guy. He wasn't even like at a kiosk or anything. He was just kind of walking around, going up to people, and he walked up to us, and his pitch was that he was representing a cigarette brand, but it wasn't a named cigarette brand. And I'm hoping I have all these details correct. If it's been a while, but a lot of weed and beer in there. But he explained it as like, I can give you this pack of cigarettes, and each one is like a different flavored cigarette that we're trying to promote, or get feedback on to see which ones we want to go into production on, or whatever it is. Literally like this pack of cigarettes. It was just unmarked black pack.
Were they sealed?
They were sealed.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, because I mean, we were young and dumb at the time, but I don't think we would have just taken this pack of cigarettes and
just hands you some Lucy's.
Yeah. And so he was like, once you're done with it, he'd fill out this, this was the early days of the internet, so nothing was online it was like literally like fill out this paper, sign it, whatever, and with your feedback, and send it in, and we'll mail you a check. And we didn't die. We're still alive to this day. And I remember them being really like, I mean, cigarettes are disgusting anyway, but like they don't taste good. So it was hard to tell like which ones they were all bad, and we marked them as not being good. And we got our check. And then when we lived in New York, we were part of I think it was like Absolute Vodka. This one was way more on the level and legit. And they had us come in and just taste. They were, all these. It was fucking awesome. It was like a flight of vodka, like 10 different vodkas that we take shots of, and just give them our feedback. And we ended up getting a good buzz on and getting paid like $400 or something for it. It was great.
They didn't even give you a bottle?
No, unfortunately, because I don't think it was through production, and I don't think I ever saw any of the flavors that they were trying to pass actually make it to market. So, but it was really intense too, because they were like, "What did you think about this flavor?" And it was like, whatever, kiwi, strawberry, assumption. And I'd be like, "I didn't like it." And they'd be like, "Well, why?" I'd be like, "Because it didn't taste good." But what didn't taste good about it? Like, it was too sugary. Anything, like really trying to drill down. I get they were trying to get the feedback for their focus group, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just here to drink this shit and get a check.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was weird. But I've now been part of 2 focus groups. It's odd, but yeah. So.
What a good segue.
Yeah.
I got a $5 bill in the mail along with the survey one time to fill it out and send it in, and I kept the $5 bill and I threw away the survey.
Ah, you deadbeat.
Hey man.
What was it for?
I can't remember.
Who the fuck's just giving out $5 like that?
I just got a dollar bill in the mail, and I said, why would you even bother? And it even was in a window so that you could see it.
I think it was actually one of those Nielsen broadcasting things.
Oh, the Nielsen ratings.
But I didn't even have a cable box at the time, and I'm like, why am I getting this?
Oh, man, I've always wanted to be in the Nielsen family.
I should have sent you my survey to fill out for me.
Well, I'm not gonna do it for free. Send me that $5, motherfucker.
We did it in high school at my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like it was like a little booklet that you filled out.
Damn. I want to do.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I've always wanted to be part of that.
It was more than $5 worth of work.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know that at first on this show, I'm currently have on the TV Bunnyman Vengeance, the sequel to Bunnyman Massacre.
Why?
Oh no.
Because I need to know. I need to see it.
I hope it doesn't distract you from your job as a podcast host.
No, it won't. In fact, it's gonna make it into the show.
All right.
But we'll get there. We have another movie to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
For better or worse.
A movie that took $5 to make, 5 days to write, and 4 days to shoot.
This movie is Drive-in Massacre. This was released on January 7th, 1977, on a budget of 30,000 dollars. It had no box office that I could find. It was written by John F. Goff, George Buckflower, returning for a fourth time on this show, maybe fifth.
Friend of the show,
friend of the show, the late Buckflower, the late great, and Stu
Seagal, friend of the show,
directed by Stu Seagal, starring John F. Goff, Steve Vincent, Douglas Goodbye, Verkina Flower, who I assume's Buck's daughter.
Oh,
did we drill into that?
Right now, off the top, I will tell you I have a separate screen open to images on IMDb because I didn't catch anyone's name.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like click on the photo to see the actual actor's name as to who was playing what.
It's hard to tell. None of them have their images on IMDb except for like one of them.
Oh, there's a few of them. There's a few returning guests to the show, like Janice Blythe was a star with Jonathan Demme in The Incredible Melting Mund.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I'm glad you do this shit because I ain't doing it.
There was Jacqueline Garou. She was the founder of Global Universal Film Group, which I thought was the thing that Peter Liepis was part of, but that's not.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then after that, it's of diminishing returns.
It gets real murky after that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Gross. Oh, I will say the two writers of the film, John Goff and George Flowers, were big friends, which is why you see them together in John Carpenter films.
Yeah,
and so much stuff together because they were both in The Fog and They Live.
They Live. Yep. Good for them. In this movie, two very sleepy police detectives ask a bunch of questions to a handful of characters during an ongoing murder spree at a local drive-in. Boy, did they ask a bunch of questions. Gentlemen off the top rope, what did you think about this interrogation simulator called Drive-in Massacre?
What do you think John Carpenter thought of this film?
I think he loved it.
He must have.
So?
Yeah.
Man, guys, I didn't fall asleep during this film.
Okay.
But it felt like I did about three times. And it's only like an hour and a half.
Not even. It's an hour 14. Not even.
And I was like, I would go for like 20 minutes and be like, did I fall asleep? Did I miss something? Nope. Nope.
Is this scene still happening? It is. Oh boy.
I rewound a few times to confirm. No, there's literally just nothing happening.
Yeah, no, this is the shortest one we've done. I think this is even shorter than Slimeball Bowl-rama 2.
Sure didn't feel like it.
No, I think this is 10 minutes longer.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Slimeball 2 102. 1 hour 2 minutes.
I appreciate that it didn't. It tried to not wear out its welcome.
Oh, it did.
But it was never welcome.
Oh, see, this is where we're gonna differ.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that it felt very long, and there were times where I I did keep checking that timestamp to see where we were, how much time there was left.
Really?
And each time I was like, it's only been 5 minutes.
Yep.
How is that possible?
Yep.
I liked it opened well. I thought we were off to the races with that first kill scene.
Yeah.
My first note is I bet Quentin Tarantino jizzes listening to the opening song of this film.
Oh yeah, with that lead that says on August 10th. So we're actually ahead of the curve date wise. Finally, in the history of this podcast that we have something that happens a month out from recording that we will be easily ahead of, and it's almost like we did it on purpose. Is it a new summer tradition? I guess not in your house.
Oh, it's no. No, sir.
Nope, not here.
Erica and I watched it. She wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. But we had it. Oh. I'm surprised at your surprise.
All right. Obviously, out of the three of us, I watch more garbage than the two of you combined, probably. So this actually went pretty quick for me. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say that because obviously I'm in the minority. Mm-hmm. There are large parts of this film that sounds like it was dubbed through a pile of moving blankets.
Everyone in this movie sounds like the teacher from the Peanuts.
Yeah,
it sounded to me. I wrote down like if you're living in an apartment and you can hear people like either above or below you, like they're talking, and you're like fuck, just hearing the neighbors talk. Like that's what it was. That level of quiet and muffled and indiscernible to mostly what people. We watched it with subtitles on.
Where did you find subtitles?
It was on Tubi.
Oh,
was this on Tubi?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, you can find anything on Tubi. Then.
No, you know what? We watched it on Prime because it didn't have commercials. It was free on Prime.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on a lot. It is also on Tubi because when I looked it up, I was pretty shocked at how available it was.
Damn, I should have checked. I watched it on my computer through the Internet Archive link that Aaron said.
Well, watching it on an actual TV through Bose speakers did not help. It made zero difference because I couldn't hear shit.
Did it make any difference on the electronic score that I wasn't expecting?
Oh man,
it was like someone listened to Dark Side of the Moon and was like, I can do that.
I actually made a note of that. My note was Baby's first techno score. Yeah. Because it's just like do 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 do, and then like some other like random beep boop beep boop. It was like the most generic.
Mm-hmm. I thought something was wrong with the audio when it first started.
Yeah,
because they had like you said that sung with instruments title sequence.
Yes.
And I figured, all right, it's going to be like one of these where you have, hey, my friend is in a band. I can do the music for your movie. And then it just starts to be beeps and boops and blarps.
And to that point, and just to really nail down how bad this production was, this movie, Halloween, to Josh asking, do you think John Carpenter was it? Halloween came out 1 year after this.
Yeah.
Think of the disparity of quality between those two movies.
Oh. Well, he had more than 5 days to work on.
Yeah, but
number one.
I'm pretty sure if you gave this crew an eternity, they would have come up with something maybe slightly. I'm not gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on that.
To get back to my opinion on the movie, I was fine with everything it was serving up until the scene with Jeremy at the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said to myself, they are editing in real time and they realize they don't have enough for a quote unquote feature film.
Mm-hmm.
So they followed Jeremy illegally around the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he says anything. They don't dub any voiceover.
No, it's all.
It's as if he's daydreaming for his old job.
You're just hearing sound bites from.
And
because they had the handheld without the sound rig,
right.
and so they just had to go through it, like dub in all the sound.
And then right after that, it goes straight to the Buck Flowers scene in a warehouse with a child that he's kidnapped.
Which was a different movie.
No, they added it specifically for this to get a longer runtime.
That's what I'm saying. It was from a different movie. It made no sense with this.
Because spoilers, the detectives shoot Buck Flowers, and the girl instantly goes, "Why did you have to shoot him? That's my dad." And you find out he had nothing to do with anything in the other, was it 4 or 6 murders that happened, 7 murders that happened before that scene. And you're like, Buck Flowers, you are a padding movie machine.
we gotta back up. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, guys.
Yeah.
We get way ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to the first kill where the young couple is in their car.
Yep.
And they strip down to their whites so they can ball.
Yeah, they're balling in their step-ins.
I just loved how it's like that's how they got like frisky, is like they take off their top layer and they both just have white t-shirts on, and then they just start the longest, weirdest makeout scene that just sounded like it was just the same and the same like repeated camera angle of her hand rubbing through his hair, like the stroking down and up. And it went on for like 3 minutes.
There's the opening couple that dies. There's the one woman with the twiggy haircut that they skewer and make a kebab out of, the two of them. Then there's the one woman who unfortunately got paid an extra $20 to pull a breast out. And that's it for kills with couples, right? No, because she gets her head cut off.
Yeah.
In all 3 of those instances, one of the couples just wants to watch the movie.
Yeah. That was the first one.
The first one and the third one.
Or no, the first one, the guy just wants to watch the movie.
He's like, let me watch it up to this point. I love this. And then one woman who got decapitated was like, I've seen this movie twice. And her boyfriend gets upset. And then the second couple is the one where the guy's actually cheating on his wife with his girlfriend, and they end up skewered together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then they're just there to ball.
They're all just there to ball and ball and ball.
All of the
whites.
All of the couples are there to talk about very weighty, life-changing moments. Like the first couple, the lady's talking about she wants to have a baby.
And they just moved in.
Just moved into the new place. They're gonna
new job.
Then the second couple was like you said, talking about
I'm pregnant.
The lady announces is having a baby out of an affair, product of an affair, and the husband's like, "Well, I guess I'll leave my wife." They're having these conversations
tomorrow
at the drive-in.
That was after getting
the worst treatment that a customer could possibly get from the manager on the way in.
Yeah, let's back up and talk about this bald asshole manager. First thing I thought was 1977. That guy's cue ball shaved. That's pretty bold for back then. You didn't see a lot of like shaved to the skull head.
And exploitation films you did. Think about all those bald guys you'd see like in what's the one I'm thinking of off the top of my head? Even in Live and Let Die, Baron Samedi was shaved bald.
Yeah.
And you see that guy all over blaxploitation films.
Yeah. But mostly you just see the guys with the bozo hair.
Sid Haig.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was shaved down.
There's few, but it was kind of jarring to see that. But also, like, why is he so fucking mad to be working at this drive? He owns and operates a drive-in on his own volition, but he's so mad about it.
Well, he doesn't own it. He doesn't.
Oh, that's right.
He just manages it, and he doesn't get paid.
Yeah.
I think that may have been presented in a muffled context.
That was one of the few conversations I caught, was when Detective John Madden and Al Michaels are interviewing him.
I was going to ask what your names for the detectives were. Let's pause the car and pull over to the side of the road on this. So Josh is going to go with Detective Al Michaels and
Detective
Madden.
John Madden. Yes.
Jared, who are your two names for these characters?
Bodon Jaker.
And the other one?
I can't remember what he looks like. I just know he was fat.
I named them both Bob Huggins. I said the one was Bob Huggins with grease, and the other one was Bob Huggins with natural hair.
I hope our listeners are scrambling to Google these names now.
They were damp. The one looked like a more out of shape Joe Don Baker to me.
Oh, they look like human sponges.
The one guy wrote the movie. What's his name?
Which one? John Madden or Al Michaels?
Well, I don't know.
Al Mike, the
younger one.
The less
younger one.
Take your pick. This is like
they both look like their skin was made of Egyptian shrouds.
They were translucent jellyfish of men.
Katie and I have this thing that we ripped off from Mystery Science Theater. Wherever we watch a movie like this, and the whole cast practically of men just look like fat sacks of fat. we just go, oh man, here comes another Hollywood pretty boy. And it's true. It's true. This movie was the biggest collection of Hollywood pretty boys. Thank you, Mystery Science Theater. That I've ever seen collected. Like outside of the first Dolomite movie, this was the most repugnant collection of human beings. And a repugnant looking decade. We'll put it that way.
Be careful what you say about John Carpenter's poker buddies.
Yeah. There's not much that happens. I mean, literally, this movie just follows these two loaves of bread around.
I don't have many
as
notes.
They just go to people's houses and talk to them and interrogate them for 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
And it's just that. It's just, where were you last night? So you were in the carnival? Do you have swords in your house? Can I see the swords?
Yeah.
How long were you in the... It's that.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to... And then...
It's all I needed.
Then every once in a while you get a 2-minute people in a car talking about their life-changing moments, and then
before they're murdered violently.
Get their mannequin heads cut off.
And spit ketchup out of their mouths.
Yeah. All right, we just gotta take a break, and we'll try to put a button on this one. God, what are we doing?
Enjoying the movies is what we're doing.
You crawled out of your car to the victim's vehicle. What were you doing, pissing on the hubcaps?
Before we jump back in, I would like to point out that in Bunnyman Vengeance, at the 14:01 mark, there is a dinner scene that doesn't stop until the 18:50 mark. There's another 5-minute dinner scene
with the same characters.
That's Bunnyman. I can't tell what's going on. It's him and 3 dudes.
Oh,
it's not Joe, because as we know, spoiler alert, Joe dies.
Well, does that mean anything in the Bunnyverse?
No. No,
it just means that
nothing means anything in the Bunnyverse.
Just like the one that we watched, there's no one from the beginning or first movie that was scheduled to return because they were like, I've had it with this shit.
You ruined my career.
All right.
I got my money.
Back to the drive-in.
Speaking of good movies, back to the drive-in.
I want to ask right now on the record. I made this in my notes. I made a claim and I want to put it out, and then you guys, it sounds like I'm wrong, but I just want to state it.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote, Josh hates and Jared loves Jeremy.
I hated Jeremy.
Oh,
did you think I would find his antics funny?
Yes, with it between his hat, his face acting.
I do want to talk about his hat, but I want to get.
I can pay him one compliment. He definitely was a hipster ahead of his time.
I cut you off. I wanted to hear your comment on what you thought about Jeremy.
Who? Me?
Josh.
That was my thought.
All right, so you both. I was wrong.
He was unbearable. He was fucking unbearable.
I liked Jeremy.
No, fuck Jeremy. His what was that hat? I've never seen a hat like that in my life.
It literally was a Robin Hood cap.
It looked like a paper Dixie bowl that you take to a picnic, just turned upside down his head with felt on it.
It was a bowler with a Robin Hood trim.
Sans feather.
Without the feather.
Look, his character may have been likable in a film with any sort of even half competency over reining that actor in, but they just let him go. And
they only had 4 days.
And he went. And then when they were, as you said, it's like they were in the cutting room and they're like, well, we've got about 35 minutes worth of footage, but we got about 45 extra minutes of Jeremy. And it all made it in. Nothing hit that cutting room floor.
No, there was no editing in this movie.
All right, what about the original Orville? Instead of Orville Ketchum, you had Orville, whatever the guy's last name was in this.
No, Orville was the guy who looked like his head had been chewed on by a Rottweiler. His haircut.
Yes, he had a very pre-Floby, somehow Floby haircut.
Yeah, it looked like a chew toy.
With his white glam belt.
Okay, another gummo haircut.
Yeah, more gummo hair.
At first, I thought he had a bucket hat, to which I always say you can never trust anyone who wears a bucket hat. No good.
I agree.
Sorry, that's very classist of me, but
no apologizing for that when it's
okay.
The truth.
But I think he actually had a robin egg blue mini fedora.
But it was just his hair.
Well, no, then his hair was just ridiculous.
I don't remember the fedora.
I barely remember the character.
Because that was when he was being the peeping Tom.
Yeah, that was his peeping.
And quote unquote beating his meat at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That guy was quotable. He had a very, very interesting decor. There was a lot of macrame and centerfolds.
Yes. Yeah. He had a wall of boobs.
I've never walked into an adult's house and seen a gallery magazine on the coffee table.
And done.
I'm sure that's the type of adult that would order a skin suit on Craigslist.
In the proper hands, that could have been played for a cool Buffalo Bill type Zodiac moment of like, man, this guy's fucking house is creepy.
You bring up a good point.
Porn all over the walls.
You bring up a good point. Like a lot of these movies that end up on Riff Tracks or Mystery Science Theater, there is a nugget, bad term, of a movie here that in a budget and a chance to actually work on it, you could make this a good movie.
Sure.
I could see someone writing that and like, we really got to play up how creepy this guy's house is, make him seem like a suspect, because this is one of those 20-minute scenes where they come in and interrogate him, and they do mention it. They're like, interesting decor, interesting reading material, and like that could have been played for some tension. And
yeah, Coach Hugs there. Coach Hugs was being nice cop or good cop, while Bob Huggins was being bad cop and rooting through the rest of the house with no warrant whatsoever. Just the guy was like, sure, you can look in my house.
Yeah, there's definitely the idea for a good movie here. There's just zero execution.
Yes.
But it goes back to my point that, like, listen, filmmakers, this is the type of horror movie that should be remade. You don't need to make a remake of a classic when there is tons of shit out there with decent ideas just begging to have an actual good script and some proper execution done.
Mm-hmm.
I would think
so
it would take
but
4 figures to buy the rights to this film.
you could make this movie for under $1 million, but make it good.
Yeah. And without After Effects. Still
Right.
use regular blood because you only need it at most 10 times, I think, in this.
Oh, their blood budget was a packet of ketchup from McDonald's. They were very conservative with their blood.
Oh, another thing to bring up about this movie, the director Stu Siegel. This may be another Eat the Buckle first. This is the first person to have been on dinners, drive-ins, and dives twice.
Oh.
To my knowledge, on our show.
Oh.
What a...
Well,
if you look him up on IMDb, and besides that, in this movie, a lot of porno in the 70s.
What a distinction to be the first person we've covered.
He's known
Give us
for
some
being
of
on
sweet, sweet porn names.
He's known for being on dinners, whatever the 3Ds are. Being an executive producer for the TV series Hunter, and then directing movies such as Teenage Jailbait, Harvey Swings, Teenage Sex Therapy.
A lot of teenage, huh?
Teeny Buns, Let's Play Doctor, Insatiable, The Younger the Better. That I'm going to end on that one.
Yeah.
1982's The Younger the Better, which has a better rating than the movie we're talking about.
We just wound up on another list.
Well, it's been fun having this podcast with you guys.
And tune in next week for our guest, Jeffrey Jones.
Look him up, folks. That's a good joke. There was a point in this movie where I said to myself during that scene where the two cops are staking out the Orville's car.
The wormy guy, yeah. When they were dressed, the one guy was in drag.
When they're dressed in drag to go undercover as a couple. And there was a part where I thought to myself, we're watching people watch a movie for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all that happened for 15 minutes.
Very grimy windows. They shot every angle through like a car window that looked like it was just caked in filth.
That's all that smog.
Barely see what was happening.
And I don't have anything left except to move on to that third act with Buck Flower in the warehouse, and because I got a lot to say about
I don't even know that that's an act. That's more of an epilogue.
An epilogue. If you guys are ready to go there, then I will.
Oh, please. Yeah. Let's talk about that and the ending of this film.
Our commentary on this movie has almost exceeded its runtime.
This is like an old school Eat the Buckle episode. We're going long. It is funny because I think last week or maybe the week before I mentioned, I guess it was last week because it was when Josh or Aaron brought up this movie and Buck Flower's involvement, and I said something to the effect of, you know what, if Buck Flower were in Bunny Man as Joe, he would make it more watchable.
Nope.
Boy, howdy, did we get Buck Flower as Joe this week.
Yeah.
I might have to have a Dunkin' Dough. Was he worse than Joe? No. But would he have added anything to it? Well, we can tell from experience now. No, he would not.
No, he would not.
Ooh. And
I feel like this was too young of a Buck Flower though. This is before he really came into what we know him as
in the 80s.
Yeah, he hadn't really hit his stride as playing a hobo or a down.
He hasn't flowered, so to speak.
I honestly think the first Buck Flowers that we like is there's a ship out there in the fog.
Yeah, which was probably no, that was 82. I can't remember.
We're dealing with a buck flower that his gin blossoms haven't blossomed yet.
So just to bring the listeners along, so the detectives get a call out of the blue that says, we've trapped the killer in a warehouse, come get him. Who called them to tell them that? So they show up to this warehouse.
It was another cop. There was another cop.
Okay.
There was a beat cop that called it in because the other Bob Huggins was on the phone to the police captain.
Okay. That looked it was Officer Pat Summerall.
Yeah, because police captain Jerry Stiller, who wasn't Jerry Stiller, was on the phone with the other Bob Huggins or John Madden.
Yeah, so they go, and it's Buck Flower who has a girl captured, and he's presumably going to kill her, and he keeps calling her little girl.
He was just trying to cut the evil out of her.
Come back here, little girl. I'm trying to cut the evil out of you. Then our heroes show up.
In quotation marks. Heroes.
Our heroes
and lurch their way through the warehouse like a couple of slugs.
Fit as a fiddle, ready for battle. They save the day. They kill Buck Flower, and then in a weird twist, they find out that wasn't the killer. It was the little girl's dad, who wasn't calling her by her name, and at no point was she like, "Dad, why are you doing this?" It was just, little girl. And then so the killer's still out there. And then
you try to make a movie in 4 days after writing it for 5 days.
And
come up with a better twist to pad out your film.
There didn't have to be a twist. It was unnecessary. None of this was necessary.
It was necessary because they didn't have a good runtime. They had a 45-minute runtime before they added the carnival and Buck Flowers yelling in a book depository.
Actually, Jared just had the quote that sums up this movie best. None of this was necessary.
Sometimes I think that about the podcast and the movies that we watch.
And then we get the tag, the sting at the end, the actual ending. Which, someone take that over for me.
I can do that because I'm gonna do it justice instead of just casting it into the trash.
Yes, because it needs our full attention.
All right, so Detective Summerall and Detective Madden end up back at the drive-in because actually I don't remember why they went out there.
Oh no, you fucked it up.
I did fuck it up.
So we see Jeremy.
I know. Now I know Jeremy talks to Jacqueline Garou, but who calls the cops?
I don't think anyone calls the cops.
I think. What happened was they finally decided that Cue Ball was the killer.
Right, because he had. He had all the knives.
And listener, I just watched this movie 3 hours ago.
So Jeremy has been fired, and he shows up all like, "I'm gonna give bald guy his presents.
Yes,
I've got his swords." And so you think Jeremy is going to go kill him, take it away.
Yeah. Okay, so
holy shit.
Jeremy comes with not just like a duffel bag. He has a suitcase full of quote unquote swords. Mind you that the sword that John Madden was swinging around earlier was like 4.5 feet long. Yes. None of the swords would have fit in this carry-on suitcase that Jeremy shows up with. He talks to Jacqueline Garou about how he just has to talk to Cue Ball and get his last pay and give him his peace of mind. And she goes actually out. Gift. Yeah, she goes out and beyond face acting. She steals the show on this part, but that's an aside.
Yeah, it's almost as if she should have had a bigger role in the movie.
She was one of the best actors in the movie.
Yes.
So
I don't even remember her. So
all right. So Madden and Summerall pull up real quick, like they finally. And I thought,
no, they don't. They don't do anything real quick.
Oh, the car shows up quick. then they lumber out. How's
the
that?
stunt driver showed up, lickety split.
Oh, you think there's a stunt driver? Okay, that's hilarious. So they get out because it's taken them 35 minutes to realize that Cue Ball lied to them about not being able to get out of the projection booth. And you hear it in a voiceover. He lied to us. He's the killer. So they run in to the drive-in, get out of the car, and they see Cue Ball getting murdered on the screen in Shadowrama vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
the silhouette of a
silhouette. Yeah, you see the sword go through the guy's throat. Now, mind you, these swords have been sharp enough to one slice take people's heads off, and yet they just decide to poke him a couple times, and his head doesn't fall off. So they get with Guru, and they finally bust into the projection booth. They find the bloody remains of Cue Ball. So now they're like, Jeremy did it. So they now look to be like, what's behind this other door? And Jacqueline Guru is like, it is a closet where we keep all of the prints. There's no other way in or out of the projection booth. So they're like, we're coming for you, Jeremy. They open the door, and there is Jeremy all cut up and stapled basically to the wall. And instantly it turns into a smash overlay of words on the screen where it basically spells out that the killer is still on the loose. And then you, as an audience member in your own car, finishing making out with your partner for the night, are treated to a voiceover as if the people running the drive-in are telling you to stay in your car because the police are on the way because the killer is on the grounds.
Man, I bet that played gangbusters back in 1977 at the drive-in.
I bet it didn't.
With your big hog leg and your Chevy, a car that's a block long.
Yeah, and your soiled whites.
Now imagine, as bad as that movie sounded for us, imagine hearing that on those little tiny speakers that are attached to those little poles. That's all you could, because that may have been before you could tune into your radio frequency.
I just hope everyone that watched this movie was busy balling and didn't have to sit through.
They could have been balling and not realize the movie was over because it's an hour and 14 minutes. I mean,
just barely getting dark. Start this thing at dusk. It's not even dark before you.
Barely removed your overshirt.
I barely got comfy on my couch before this thing was over. I didn't want it to end. It was so short.
Jared, I know you go to the drive-in still.
Yeah, we haven't in a little while. They stopped. They used the local drive-in used to do midnight horror movies every Friday and Saturday, but they stopped doing that. Now it's just like fucking Pixar shit, so we don't really go anymore.
Oh, did you wear white t-shirts? The both of you?
No, that'll get you killed. That's just asking for it.
Josh, when was the last time you were at the drive-in?
Oh, probably when I went to see Congo back when I was a young man.
Wow. I would have driven my car straight through the big white projection wall.
Did I tell you guys how many times I've seen Congo, or how many times I watched Congo at the drive-in? Because the answer is 4.
The fuck?
Because that summer, for whatever reason, we were going to the drive-in a lot, and every time we went, Congo was one of the 2 movies playing.
Wow.
All right, Congo came out quite 96.
97 sounds right. 96 probably. If I remember correctly, probably the worst pairing was Species and Congo.
Oh boy. At least you got to see some boobies.
Did get to see some boobies. Got to see a lot of who's in that?
Natasha Henstridge.
No, the other actor's name.
I want to say Spader, but probably not.
Oh, Species, doesn't that have
there's a black actor, I can't remember his name.
Well, Ernie Hudson.
No.
That's Congo.
Charles S. Dutton.
Oh shit. I'm gonna watch it again if it's Charles S. Dutton.
I think it was Charles S. Dutton in that.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Whitaker's.
Oh yeah, no, that was a Whitaker.
Ghost Dog.
Yeah. Charles S. Dutton would have been much better.
The late great Michael Madsen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
That's part of the crew. Man, they were trying to make babies. Was that the one out in Shinston?
Yeah.
Well, that tracks.
Yep.
They're like, put your kids in the trunk and let them watch Congo.
Yep.
And then once
when
that inevitably puts them to sleep,
watch Natasha Henstridge's boobies and ball.
A
lot of Montgomery Ward white T-shirts got stained that night, I can tell you.
Do you guys want to play a game?
I want to play a game.
Now, I gave you homework to do, and if you didn't do it, then you're going to be put on the spot.
I did it, and that's why I texted Josh and reminded him.
I did.
Kind of like we did with the what was it called?
You tell me.
Slasher Beast Theater. I want to bring the listeners more along the journey of descriptive, just getting to know these movies better.
Okay.
And I thought I would do it in a fun little way. So what I've done, no,
we've done that before.
This game's called Alliteration.
Oh God.
Alliteration. So what I have done, because
is this a Megadeth song title?
It sounds like it.
It's obliteration time. It's time for obliteration. So this came about. This is going to be really dumb, but so when I was writing my notes and I got to the detectives, I wrote 3 words to describe them, and I was like, "Wow, those were all the same letter of those 3 words." And then I was like, "I'm going to do this with a couple other things," and I wonder if you guys would come up with the same terms that I did to describe some of these things.
I bet not.
If you do, if you match anything I said, you get a point. And if not, then, we'll just hear some funny things possibly.
Because you're right about all the adjectives.
Because I'm the obliteration master. So the first people we're going to describe is the 2 detectives named Leary and Coach, and we're going to use D words. So we each came up with 3 words that start with a D to describe them. I'll go ahead and give you mine. I came up with doughy.
Wait, we should give you ours. Or
yeah.
You give us yours.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me yours.
Yeah.
See if anything matches. All right.
And they all start with D.
My name starts first in the alphabet, so I'll give you my 3.
Mm-hmm.
Doppelhuggins.
Made up words can count.
Number 2. Doppelhugs.
Doppelhugs, okay.
Number 3. Droopy.
Oh, Droopy's a good one.
All right. Josh, what did you get?
I had Derpy.
Uh-huh.
Dumpty.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's a made up one, but it works.
Dumpty work.
Dim.
Okay. I like it.
It took forever for them to go, wait a second. We talked to him while the movie was playing. And it was a half an hour before they had that realization.
I had Dewy, because they were very wet.
They were very wet.
And depressed, because they just seemed very not happy with their lives.
Yeah. They were kind of going through the malaise period, I think, in 76.
All right, so no matches, but hey, we did good work. Or how about if we all 3 come up with the same word, we all get a point.
Well, you don't get any points. You never play.
True.
It has to be Josh versus Aaron.
And now we'll come up with, what was his name? The bald guy, the bald asshole. And we 3 M words. M as in monkey.
All right. Do I go first?
Sure.
This time
All right.
it's allowed.
All right. Manic.
He was very manic.
Macho.
Uh-huh.
Motherfucker.
Man, I didn't even think of saying motherfucker, but that's pretty apropos.
Yeah.
All right, my 3. Meaty.
He's meaty.
He has a very meat head and neck.
Yes.
Number 2, maladroit.
Okay.
He was worthless and couldn't do anything.
Like that.
Number 3, mean-spirited.
Mean-spirited. He was he was a meanie. Mine, I've got moody, MAGA, because he probably would be MAGA if he were alive today.
I think 80% of this film was.
And micro-penis.
Oh, like that. Yep.
Because that's why he was such a motherfucker. Such a maladroit motherfucker.
There you go. That goes with maladroit.
And now for the movie itself, let's use I words. And I came up with these letters because it's Drive-in Massacre, DIM. So,
all right.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
For the movie itself, I words. Go ahead, whoever wants to go.
Let me go. Because I bet this is where we repeat. Number 1, inept.
Ooh, okay.
Number 2, infuriating. Number 3 and final, inconclusive.
Oh, that's
a great one, actually.
That's a really great one.
Which I didn't put down until the end of the movie.
That's really good.
All right. Mine, I had inane, ignorant, and insignificant.
Okay.
Poor Buck Flowers and his friend John Goff.
I had inaudible because you couldn't hear the fucking thing. Insufferable. And inane. We got a match.
Boom.
Josh gets a point. All right. So now we'll move on to Drive Bunny Bastards. What's it called? Bunny Man Massacre.
Drive Bunny Bastards. The new movie by Chizo Studios.
And because it's starts with a B, we're going to describe Joe in 3 B words.
Go for it, Josh.
Bully.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer. Bitch boy.
All right. Number 1, bigot.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, boorish.
Boorish.
Number 3, blight.
Blight. I had bad, but as in like acting, not the character.
Not Michael Jackson bad.
No. Brutal. And bitch.
Does that
not
half
bitch
point?
Boy half point.
Oh.
Because every other word of his mouth is bitch. Hey, stupid bitch, you're gonna need that bitch. What's I'm bitch with you, bitch. Yeah. Now we will describe the sheriff using 3M as in Michael words for man. Bunny man.
All right.
All right. Number 1, middle-aged. Number 2, musty.
Musty.
Number 3,
I like that.
mindless.
Oh,
mindless.
That's good.
He was about as quick on the draw as the other 2 detectives.
He would have fit in nicely at that police department.
Made quite a trio.
Maybe not as rotund as the others. Maybe too good a shape for that.
That's because he was always out on the beat and they were eating his supper. I have melancholy. Mean.
And
monotonous.
Monotonous. Okay. I had miscast. Maladroit.
Oh, how's that work?
Half a point.
I don't know. Should we count it?
Count a half a point.
We'll give you a half.
But
I mean, the fact that we even got 2 words.
I don't need your charity.
And mediocre.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all accurate.
Now, finally, we'll describe the movie itself with M words for Bunny Man Massacre.
Am I going first?
Yes,
sure.
All right. We got messy.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Muddy.
Uh-huh.
And mundane.
Oh.
Number 1, meager.
Meager. Uh-huh.
Number 2, misogynistic.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a great one.
Number 3, miserable.
Miserable. All right. Well, I have miserable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meandering.
Uh-huh.
And motherfucker. As
I gotta have a point.
As in motherfucker. I'm gonna have to watch this again.
Yep.
So you each get. Oh no, Josh 2. You
ran
got the
away
half
with that
point
one.
at the end. Well, it was 2 to 1.5.
Yeah, that was a close one.
He just snuck in with matching motherfucker. And now we get to talk about that motherfucker.
You guys have a ball.
This is where I say the premise of this podcast, we do this on our sleeve. There is no behind the scenes planning, for lack of better content or worse content, about what we're going to discuss head to head. And this is definitely one of those movies where we have painted ourselves in a corner, and there is just no blood from this stone to be had. The only thing I have in week 4 is that if you drove a Chevy HHR, you deserve to eat human beef jerky. That's it.
As the family man did.
Yeah, as our old friend Market did with his new family. Which, why, that woman had her arm in a sling. No reason.
No.
Just was there. Why were they almost like 5 years older than their teenage daughter? Just because. And we're just lost. We're lost in the doldrums.
Since the first viewing, I've barely been able to stomach this fucking movie, and this is the first time in this podcast. I try to give, every time I watch these movies, my full attention, no matter how much I hate them, even fucking Vampire Happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This time around, I am just have it on and trying to do anything and everything I can to do something for almost 2 hours while this piece of shit is on the screen.
Same.
I've turned it up and I go fucking do the laundry. I come back in, I sit down, I'm playing on my phone. It's like, I'm technically watching it, but I'm not, because I can't stomach watching this piece of shit anymore.
I know.
I think that we should just declare this one the loser, and then list whatever movies next week, and then declare it the loser again, and then just go to the fucking live watch, because I don't want to have to drag this shit out any longer.
I agree completely, and I'm the same way. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the listeners by not giving this my full undivided attention, but you can't.
It gets to a point, like I said, where, like this movie today, Drive-in Massacre, I actually liked it more than I expected. This was one of the ones that I was like, this will be 70s. Josh will hate it. It'll be easy to, and I don't know how we're going to vote. This is just me from the cuff, dear listener. That Josh isn't a big fan of 70s trash movies. I am.
Oh,
so
no.
I figured, all right, this would be a way to to buy a vote. Jared, after I saw enough of this, I was like, oh, I think I might have Jared on this too, if he doesn't like Jeremy. Because you get to a point where now the things on my list that I'm going to subject my friends to, just to try to get rid of this movie, without having to resort to the shenanigans that we did at Christmas time with Red Christmas, which we just did not care for at all and didn't want to put up with. I just feel bad for our next week. That's all I can say.
Actually, I would like to correct you. What we did to Mousetrap, which in hindsight, I could watch a million times versus having to watch this fucking movie another frame of this movie. And also, let me just say, I like 70s trash movies.
Yeah.
What I don't like is you skimming the bottom of the metal wastebasket and presenting it to me as a 70s trash movie.
I mean, it is. It is a 70. It is by definition.
It is also, folks. Sorry, we can't even talk about Buddy Man, so we're already back on. We're already back on this.
I have things to say.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. It's not even a horror movie. The Drive-in Massacre. It's not a horror movie.
There's decapitations.
It is totally not a horror movie. It's
Would you?
Serial killer.
It's the Zodiac of its time.
Zodiac's not a horror movie. Seven is not a horror movie. Those aren't horror movies.
It's a horror thriller.
It did say horror in multiple locations.
Give me a fucking break.
We will. Because we have to take a break.
Yeah,
and I'm done drinking my Dirty Dancer American Lager.
Dirty Dancer?
Yeah.
Dirty Dancer?
I pulled a beer out for the fridge. It's been sitting there forever. I got it in Indiana, and it's disgusting.
Does it taste like Swayze?
It tastes like Detective John Madden's armpit.
The essence of Swayze in that Dirty Dancer.
I wish.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll
hang ourselves.
We'll have a break. You may never hear from us again. It's been real.
You're really gonna like him. He's what you would call your perfect asshole.
Obliteration. That's me. I'm the obliteration man.
Remember that song had that.
This last segment brought to you by the letter B for booze.
You take a mortal bunny man. Put him in control. Crush him. Crush him like a robot.
Oh God.
I am.
There's Bunny Man. Bunny Man. What to say about Bunny Man Massacre that hasn't already been said?
Do you have the time
to
listen to me whine?
I'm sorry. I just realized I have a standing Dunkin' Dough to give to Carl Lindbergh.
Oh. No, he doesn't deserve it.
Joshua Lang is the Bunny Man. I thought Lindbergh was the Bunny Man.
Oh, yes, he does deserve that. Don't even give him that credit.
All right, so Joshua Lang, I'm sorry for belittling your part.
Yes,
in the Parthenon of the Bunny Man.
How
to you?
Dare we not give credit where credit's due for his stellar performance
as Alien from Star Trek Insurrection wearing a bunny suit?
Go
on, Jared. I'm sorry.
Mine's not so much as a Dunkin' Dough, but just so last week we were trying to figure out the sheriff's motivation for going vigilante, and he does say something to the effect of like, I'm in a pickle, because he like hunts him down. He's like, I'm in a pickle because I don't much care for the justice system, but so that's his thing, is he just wants to kill this piece of shit and not let him have a chance to get his way out of it.
Stay in court. Sure.
Yes. But what I wanted to do, because the fourth time watching it now, this has stood out to me every single time, and I've laughed and I've rewound it, and I've been working on it. It's my Joe impression. And I'm hoping, Aaron, that you can take a grab of what I'm about to do and play it back to back with my impression, just to because I think I can do justice to how bad this Joe actor is.
Now, let me say this. I have tried my best to not use any clips from this film out of hate and spite.
Yeah.
So I know I've had to, because whatever movie we were running it up against, like, just had to do it. But for whatever reason, I do have some already recorded. You're giving me enough of a runway that I can accomplish this tomorrow and spite.
If you can't, just take this whole thing out and we'll just cut straight to the
well, can I recommend, just to save yourself some sanity, that tomorrow you just go ahead and watch this movie again for next week's episode as you capture it and just get it the fuck out of the way.
If it does lose, then yes, I will go ahead and do that and watch it back to back 2 days straight. And then I will kill myself in the next 24 hours. It is a cursed film.
So at the 1 hour 30 minutes 58 second mark, we get Sheriff cornering him and giving this explanation as to why he's in a pickle. And then we get Joe, whose response is, "What exactly think you're gonna do?
What exactly you think you're gonna do?
What exactly think you're gonna do?
Yes.
What exactly you think you're gonna do?
What exactly think you're gonna do?
Do it one more time.
What exactly you think you're gonna do?" So somewhere in there, mix his delivery with mine, and it'll be up to the listeners to decide which one is from an actor who presumably got paid something to be in this film.
Okay.
What exactly you think you're gonna do?
I thought you were going to lead off with the,
What do you think I'm gonna do to you? Making pancakes?
No, please. Maybe the.
well, I'm sorry. What do you think I'm doing here? Making pancakes?
See, this could be a oh shit.
No.
New segment.
No.
Making pancakes? Making pancakes?
Making pancakes?
That's good.
Making pancakes?
Making pancakes?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well,
Fuck
no,
this
you.
movie. Let's go.
Is that it? Was that you only had the one?
That was it. Just
Okay.
Oh, I thought you wanted him to do his impression of making pancakes.
No. I thought the way he.
Let's all do it.
I think I'm doing making pancakes.
What do you think I'm doing? Making pancakes?
What do you think I'm doing here? Making pancakes?
And I would just like to say,
I'm gonna have a fun afternoon with that tomorrow.
My last note, Bunny Man Vengeance stars your friend and ours, Diane Prince, Darcy the Male Girl, is in this movie.
Oh,
The sequel, the third part of the trilogy.
Of course she is. She's probably best friends with this fucking cocksucking asshole director, too.
She may have been in a movie directed by Stu Seagal.
He's
too.
a liar and a thief.
He is.
As
the
IMDb reviews told us last week.
That's not us saying that. That is IMDb review.
As alleged by
infallible IMDb.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I got.
It's more than it deserves. 4 weeks.
So let's say our loser this week, who's eating the buckle. We'll count down from 3 and we'll say it at the same time. It's gonna be a close one this week, fellas. 3, 2, 1.
Bunny Man Massacre
2. What you gonna do? Bunny Man Massacre 2. Part
Why?
2.
Now, I know I meant to say this before we got into this segment. Why this movie is obviously set in California. Rednecks are universal, but that accent is not universal.
No.
So why do you sound like you're from Appalachia?
It's also
by way of Creole country.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
How he pronounces certain words.
I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head because I hate this movie and I don't want to remember or retain anything of it. But I don't know where he's from. It just is garbage.
There's the one scene where he's like torturing the girls. He's like, pick a number. What's your number? It says like fucking So
are you an alligator?
He's down at the bayou. What's your number?
I feel like he must have been watching True Blood because there was a lot of suke.
Yeah, yeah, there was. I mean, I've said this the last 3 weeks. I usually try to give some analysis of why I chose one over the other, but like this Drive-in Massacre was terrible. It would have lost most other. This is the third time I've said this in a row. But this movie is just so fucking bad.
Now listen, I'm gonna throw an audible here, guys.
Okay.
All right. I know you both. My picks are done.
Yes.
I know you both have titles on your list.
Mm-hmm.
I beg you, put those aside and just pick a decent movie for us to watch up against this movie next week. So
it doesn't matter.
So that we could just coast into the live watch and get this over with. Because otherwise we're going to have to watch 2 shitty movies for another week. We know this wouldn't.
That's the purpose of the podcast.
I hate you so much.
It's the purpose of the premise, baby.
I quit.
We live and die by this premise.
Uh-huh.
We're not looking for the best of the worst like in Red Letter Media. We are looking for just garbage.
Tap it out.
And that garbage is going to be... Oh, it's one of mine. Creepshow 3.
Oh.
Did you know there was a third Creepshow?
I did. It's on Tubi.
I didn't know there was a third Creepshow. And
I thought I brought this up on this podcast.
Did you? Maybe.
I think so.
Who knows? I'm sure you did.
I think it was on one of my lists.
I've heard... Once I realized it existed, I looked it up, and it's supposed to be real bad.
Well, not bad enough, I can guarantee, to Josh's point.
So that's what we'll do. We'll do Creepshow 3 versus Bunnyman Massacre. It looks like it's on Prime and some other shit. So
2006?
2006 Creepshow 3.
It has nothing to do with anyone that had anything to do with the originals.
It's the exact same runtime as Bunnyman Massacre.
Like, oh my god! And you know it's bad as Stephen King's not even going to shill it at this point.
But you know what? At least if it's bad, it'll be short bursts of different badness.
That's true.
Not just one very long badness.
Now watch, it's the only one in the series that isn't an anthology. It's just 2 hours of the same fucking bullshit.
Do you want to hear a fan letter before we can end on a good note?
Sure. Let's hear some fan mail.
We may spit vitriol at you, fan, and it's not your fault. You just caught us on a very shitty ass evening.
By the way, we've been recording for a very long time. Bunny Van Vengeance is still going.
Okay. From Scott in the mailbox.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Superfan Scott.
Ever thought about opening up fan suggestions that may not be in your rotation for you to watch and review? For example, I was searching Netflix for a horror film when I came across this dubious title, Slaughterhouse. As you can probably guess, it's about a sloth that kills people. I would never watch it myself. Most people probably wouldn't. But maybe we can put you guys to the task every once in a while. And that's from Scott. Which sounds like, hey, assholes, do this thing that's gonna suck, but it'll be good content for you.
I'm always up and ready to report for duty to watch shitty movies at a suggestion. I think a little peek behind the curtain is how we come up with these. We really do surprise each other every week with what we're going to watch. And we usually, at the beginning of our rotations, I guess we'll call them, like once we run out of, because when it started, I think we each picked like 6 or 8 movies or something like that.
No, we did 3. We've done 3 the entire time.
Sorry, 3 each. So like 9 total. And then we assign them a number and pick them at random. And then that's what we reveal at the end. So we're kind of at the moment beholden to those until we cycle through them. I wouldn't be opposed to at some point, maybe if we gathered enough suggestions to do a suggestion thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I would, as it is all kind of randomized anyway, and we do most of the time, not all the time, we haven't seen the movies that we are bringing to the table. So bringing fan suggestions would be fun. Definitely would love, more of a way to interact with the people that listen to this podcast if people want to suggest movies. But also, it also falls back on like, you do then open yourself up to like getting a lot of stuff that would probably even be outside the realm of anything that we would entertain, because like when I'm going through what what I'm choosing for my random picks from lists or just from Tubi recommendations, there's things on there I'm like, I don't know. I would not want to sit through this a first time.
From the man who cursed us with Bunny-Man Massacre.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But then to Scott's suggestion, Slaughter, whatever it is, like Slaughterhouse, like it sounds bad, right? But like there's good animal horror out there like Black Sheep and stuff like that, and you can only imagine what's trying to cash in on that already niche horror genre is going to be probably unwatchable in the wrong way.
Yeah. There's good, bad, and
Bunny
worthless
Man
bad. And Bunny Man is worthless bad. And if it's your favorite film,
it's not.
I don't have any time for you.
It's not even Carl Lindbergh's favorite film.
But I think the short answer to that is I'm definitely open to like, maybe throw in a fan suggestion or two into every single one of these. Because the most important thing is like, if you're listening to the show and you're enjoying it, we want you to interact with us. So please send us the email. And if you have suggestions, give them to us. And the worst thing we could be is like, maybe not,
To that point, I have 3 options from Google AI to respond. You guys tell me by vote, how do I respond to this? Do I say 1, thanks for the tip? 2, I think that's a great idea. Or 3, we'll check it out.
Hold on, wait. Can I handle this?
Yes.
Thanks for the tip. I think that's a great idea. We'll check it out.
I don't think I can click all 3 fast enough for that to happen.
That's why a human mind will always be better than AI.
And I think also for a serious,
it's also because AI will tell you that Brock Lesnar is dead when in fact he is an alive human being.
But I think another answer to the question is
the Hey Woman I believe.
Yes. Yes, but if you look up wrestlers that have died this year, Brock Lesnar's listed by Google AI as a wrestler that has died.
God. But also to Slaughterhouse point, exclusive specifically for Slaughterhouse, he mentioned it was on Netflix. Like, we also have to take into account what it's streamable on, because Aaron refuses to do Netflix. So that one in particular would probably
almost 10 years now.
Yes. So we can't get him to watch a Netflix thing. We've tried. I think there have been a couple of times where we've suggested a movie and then had to be like, fuck, we can't do that one.
I don't need your zeitgeist.
So specifically for that one, probably not, because Aaron wouldn't do it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm always open for suggestions. And if we got enough, we could maybe do a whole goddamn.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to do just like a whole run of nothing but suggested movies, maybe. But
yeah,
again, that depends on our listeners. And please send us mail and please interact with us, because that's what, if you want to see stuff like that, if anybody else wants to, then let's get some interaction here going.
Yeah, I might watch Slaughterhouse myself and do a little report back on it.
Well, if we do end up dead in the next 24 hours, yes. I choose my movies at this point based on pure spite. 37 weeks in, and I managed to fail my friends. I thought I finally helped them out this week. So,
yeah, now it's just how can we get either through this or away from it? And at this point, just let it go the distance.
Someone just say, just Evil Dead Rise. Just say it. It's just fucking like, let's just roll into the live watch.
Nope. It's Creep Show 3, and that's going to be next. Thank you for the email. If you want to send us suggestions or questions, it's bucklepod@gmail.com, or check us out on bucklepod at Blue Sky. And as always, save room for next week because you're going to eat the buckle.
Bye, Buckle Buddies.
Pray for us.
How'd you ram a sword through two people?
That's a lie. I didn't kill anybody. Look, I couldn't do that. I just wanted to beat my meat.